Um, Hello everyone. Good morning, my friend, and good morning, Miss Red. Today is our day to make a presentation about our material. Before we go there, our group consists of Graciella, Kiara, Hana, Yeremia, and me, Duta, and it's me, Duta Fajariawan. We will discuss about the intrinsic and extrinsic elements of Othello. So as a first speaker, I'm going to explain about the intrinsic element of the Othello. So the intrinsic element itself, it conduct about summary, character, setting, theme, symbol, tone, and message. So let's start for the summary first. Okay, Othello is the story of a noble military general who has achieved great success on the battlefield, but sabotaged his most intimate relationships and himself due to his misjudgment and outsiders in his society. On a big scale, the action opens with a military romance set in the Mediterranean Sea. Negative emotion like and peace murder a person emotionally, suffocating their ability to think properly and thus preventing them from functioning naturally, according to the game's constructed trajectory. So here's for the summary. Iago was angry and jealous because Othello recently promoted a man named Cassio to the position of lieutenant. Even though Iago has more military experience than him, Desdemona appeared in front of the Senate to corroborate Othello's story and inform her father that she had switched her allegiance to her husband. Iago cannot focus on his complex plan to take down Cassio and take revenge on Othello for promoting Cassio in the first place. Now that search problem has been resolved. When Iago saw Cassio holding Desdemona's hand while assuring her that the ship Othello had made it safely through the storm, he intended to use this merely platonic gesture to frame Desdemona for adultery. Cassio was punished by Othello by removing his new position. Iago informs Cassio that if he notified Desdemona about his demotion, she would sympathize with him and encourage Othello to establish him as lieutenant. But Othello feels jealous and injured after Iago tells that Cassio and Desdemona are in love. Iago's plans work, and Othello is convinced that Cassio and Desdemona are having an affair. He orders Iago to kill Cassio, and he confronts Desdemona publicly. Emilia, Iago's wife, and Desdemona's friend, later tries to convince Othello that Desdemona has never been faithful. This enraged Iago and murdered Emilia. Othello, feeling guilty, committed suicide in front of the public. Cassio was later promoted governor of Cyprus, and authorities discovered that Iago was behind the conspiracy to kill Othello. Then, as a punishment, sentenced him to death. So for the character, here we have Othello, the drama's protagonist and hero. Othello, a mere ranger of the Venetian army, was an intelligent and physically strong character who was respected by all. Despite his high reputation, he is vulnerable to insecurity because of his age, military service, and race. Then Iago. Iago is the villain of the play, an antagonist character. Iago's motivation were never really obvious and seems to derive from Othello's pleasures. His trickery and in manipulating other characters leads to Othello's ruin, even to the extent of violating others' right, almost aesthetically in manipulation and destruction. Desdemona, Brabant's Venetian's daughter. Before the play began, Desdemona and Othello were secretly married. While Desdemona is clean and sweet in many respects, she is also determined and self-controlled. Next, we have Michael Cassio, an Othello lieutenant. Cassio is a young soldier with such little experience. He was completely devoted to Othello. Iago hated him because he is receiving a prominent position from Othello. And then Emilia, Desdemona's maid, and Iago's wife, she is a cynical worldly woman who is devoted to her master and suspicious of her husband. Rodrigo, A very angelus leader of Desdemona. Rodrigo is young, rich, and foolish, believing that if he gave Iago all of his money, Iago would help him win Desdemona's hand. And then last, Brabantio, Desdemona's father, a slightly arrogant Venetian senator. Iago's manipulation have blinded and easily provoked him. Brabantio feels betrayed as Othello's best friend when he marries his daughter in secret. So for the setting of the story, Othello is probably set in Venice in the late 16th century. Since Venice was at war with the Ottoman Empire between 1570 and 1573, references to the play about the threat of an attack on Cyprus may reflect the timing of that period. Venice is known as an early example of a so-called multicultural city, showing far greater ethnic and religious diversity among its inhabitants than most other European cities. Othello is identified as Moor in the subtitles of the drama. This is the most common term used to describe African Muslim or both during this period. Othello seems to have gained a lot of reputation and respect in Venice, as the Duke entrusted him with empowering military defenses in Cyprus. Cyprus is a place of conflict where wars occur. Cyprus is a military base, so there are not many civilians. Cyprus has few rules, and Venice is a place of strict social expectation. So for the next method will be explained by my friends. Thank you.
Okay, so for theme, we have 3 points. The first one is love. So just a few examples of love in this play includes Desdemona's love for Othello, Othello's love for Desdemona, Amelia's love for her mistress, Desdemona's love for her maid, Desdemona's affections for Cassio, Iago's love for money, and Rodrigo's love for Desdemona. The second point is jealousy. So jealousy is a major theme that runs throughout this play. It is spread by Iago, who goes to great lengths to make everyone jealous and angry. He destroys Othello's literally by making him envious of his wife. And the third point is racial prejudice. A lot of the characters in the play are racist toward Othello. Othello's otherwise prosperous and respected life and career are ruined as a result of this prejudice based on the pigment of his skin tone. Iago and Rodrigo make the most overt racial slurs directed at Othello. Next, for tone, this play advocates many emotions in the mind of reader, so the tone shifts throughout the play. So for example, Rodrigo's pessimistic tone and desire to commit suicide. The play's tone is vengeful and bitter. The antagonist Iago sets the tone when he plots revenge against the protagonist Othello, after the latter promotes another man to the position that Iago desires. Iago's tone of voice is crucial in his attempt to persuade Othello to do what he wants. This tone conveys innocence and loyalty, and it is effective in convincing Othello to believe Iago's statement. One of the ways Iago successfully manipulates Othello is through the tone of innocence and loyalty. Next, for symbol, there are 3. The first one is the handkerchief, symbol of love and trust. Desdemona received a handkerchief as her first gift from Othello. It is so important in this case that when Iago obtains it, he intends to use it as a symbol of Desdemona's infidelity. On the background of a handkerchief, there is a strawberry pattern. It is a symbol. It symbolizes the blood shed on the white handkerchief during the first sexual intercourse. As a result, it symbolizes chastity and faithfulness among couples. The second one is the candle. When Othello murdered Desdemona, he blows out a candle, and That is the end of Desdemona's life. As a result, a person's candle will be lit while they're alive, but will be extinguished when they die. And last one is the willow tree. Desdemona's sadness and emotion over her lost love are represented by the symbol. Green represents jealousy in Othello's marriage, sanity, and life. The message from this play, love is a force in Othello that overcomes large obstacles but in stymied by small ones. It is both eternal and durable. It gives Othello intensity but not direction, and Desdemona access to his heart but not his mind. And also human's nature imperfection, with a focus on what happens when each character's fatal flaws take control of their decision and eventually distorts their individual perspectives. As a result, by the end of the play, their actions have devolved into chaos.
The next is social aspects in Othello. In this play, William Shakespeare wants us to understand about a society that has issues for social implications, such as racial inequality, gender inequality, and life dynamics, especially family and work life. Other than that, it reflects today's society issues like bigotry and envy that pass from generation to generation and make people suffer. Othello has to face prejudice due to his ethnicity, although he is proud about his capability in battle, but in society he is still unmoored that makes him insecure in front of his wife, Desdemona. Othello's insecurity later got manipulated by his friend Iago. Othello then chooses to commit suicide because he cannot stand his situation and feels guilty after killing his wife for misunderstanding her because of Iago's lie. This represents society nowadays that is ridden by envy and bigotry that leads to many deaths. The next is cultural aspects in Othello. The first is the Moors. In early 17th century, the term Moor was used to describe people of North and West African descent, and also to describe non-whites or Muslims. The second is the Phoenicians, people from Venice, Italy that are rich and powerful. Majority of the people in the play are Phoenicians except Othello and Cassio. The next is the Moors and Phoenicians in society's eyes. Moors seen as negative people because of their clothes, customs, and behavior. Phoenicians are viewed as wealthy, entertaining people who live extravagant lives. The next is military, that is, ranked officers. To provide leadership and give orders to lower ranked soldiers, and also to be given instructions from higher ranked officers. And there are military hierarchy. Highest place is mercenaries or higher professional soldiers, along with other soldiers, and then general or commander, who commanded a lower rank soldiers, and the next is lieutenant, and last is second lieutenant. And there are role of women in Othello. Women viewed as being inferior to men. They held lesser status than men, and their status is dependent on their husbands. The next is expectation of daughters. They are expected to not go to school, but some wealthy families were willing to pay for their daughters to study at home. But poor families orders their daughters to work in families' businesses. And the last is men, women, and marriage. Back then, men and women are not allowed to have relationships other than marriage and family relatives. Brides cannot meet their spouse before marriage and cannot make a fuss about it. even they cannot complain about their partner. The bride's supposed to give dowries at marriage and can officially live together after both parties verbally promise that they are married. Parents are usually the matchmakers in marriage, and no intimacy allowed before marriage. And that's it from us. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Have a nice day.